Hello everyone! Are you interested to know what the perfect burger should be? It bears thanks to healthy parental competition for the hearts of children. After watching this video, write in the comments whether we should continue this format. To defeat my husband, I waved the high kitchen sauce demi-glace. And it's ready just think in 24 hours! It would be easier and faster to replace it with a demi-glace powder. But no, the lazy will never win. So says my mother. I want my burger to win. Are you stopping difficulties on the way to the victory? For sauce, we need a bone. We cut the meat into cutlets and send the bones to the oven for 1 hour at a temperature of 145–160 degrees Celsius for sugar caramelization. The main thing is not to burn to black, otherwise the sauce will be bitter. After that, we put the bones into the pan and cover with completely water. Cook without the lid over low heat, constantly removing fat from the surface of the broth. You will also need carrots, celery, and onions. We expect that onions should be 2 times more than carrots. We cut the vegetables into large pieces, and then they must be well fried on the functions of the grill in the oven or burned with a burner. The darker the vegetables, the darker the sauce will be. Next, we put the baked vegetables in the broth and continue to cook for a long time without the lid. The next step, prepare the dough for bread buns. We connect 1/4 ounces of dry yeast, a tablespoon of flour, a pinch of sugar, and 3/4 glass of warm water, 38 degrees Celsius. We cover with a baking film and send for 30–40 minutes to a warm place. After that, we sift 200 grams of flour and knead from the dough. By adding a pinch of salt and 1 ounce of vegetable oil, we continue to knead the dough. We cover it with a dietary film and leave it for 1.5 hours in a warm oven. Then we multiply and put it in a warm place for another 30 minutes. After that, we get it, we knead the dough for 1 minute and divide it into parts. Keep in mind that the recipe is designed for 2 5-ounce buns. Just in case, I made a double portion. We roll dough balls for 30 seconds each, bending the dough with a pinky finger inward. We spread the buns on the baking sheet and by covering the baking film, send for a proof for 30 minutes. Grease the buns with yolk and sprinkle with sesame seeds. We bake for 6 minutes at a temperature of 200 degrees Celsius and then reduce to 180 degrees Celsius and cook for another 80 minutes. So sesame seeds will retain their original appearance.
Hello everyone. To begin with, take 4 ounces of dry yeast and 2 tablespoons of warm water, 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and then add a half a spoon of sugar. Mix everything, cover with a baking film, and put it in a warm place for 15 minutes. We heat 1 glass of milk and let it cool to 104 degrees Fahrenheit while we take 3 cups of flour, add 20 tablets of ground activated cool. Mix everything and sift through a sieve. In sifted flour, we add 1.5 teaspoons of salt and also a tablespoon of sugar. In the bowl for the mixer, mix 2 tablespoons of butter, warm milk, 1 egg, and yeast. When the oil disappears, add flour, 2/3 of the total volume. We turn on the mixer for high speeds. After 3 to 4 minutes, we add the remaining flour. When the dough is ready, cover it with a baking film and put it in a warm place for 1.5 to 2 hours. In the meantime, let's do meat. We take a fresh beef, cut into small pieces, chop it to a minimum, a clumsy knife, everything at hand. And also add 10% pork, or fatty fat. Add salt to the finished minced meat, a half teaspoon of nutmeg, half a spoon of white pepper, a half teaspoon of dry garlic, and mix everything. We need a juicy cutlet for a burger, so we form it and send it to the cold until cooking.
Boiling the bones as long as possible, we filter the broth. A little left. Next, add a glass of dry red wine and evaporate on low heat for another hour. At the end, add 1/3 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, salt, and a mixture of peppers.
The dough is ready. Knead it and form it with a bun. We spread them on a baking sheet and let them rise in a warm place for half an hour. In general, we do everything like Tanya. And as Tanya said, newcomers are always lucky. Frankly, he cooked buns for the first time.
By letting the meat through a meat grinder, season it only with chili pepper and a mixture of peppers. I will salt when we fry chops, so the meat will remain more juicy. Directly before cooking to the minced meat, add the ring thighs. We form 2 low chops and fry them on each side for 5 minutes. We turn over once and only once. It is important to show patience and not touch the meat once again, otherwise all meat juices will come out. And now we put a toaster cheese above the chops.
We heat the frying pan and fry the cutlet on each side for 5 minutes. After that, fry and champignons.
To win, it remains only to cook cheese sauce. We take 3 tablespoons of butter and heat on low heat. Next, we put 3 tablespoons of flour and mixing, pour 1.5 glasses of milk. In a separate container, mix 2 yolks and 4 tablespoons of cream. Add all this to the bechamel sauce, and then pour half a glass of grated cheese. I have a cheddar. Do not forget to season the sauce with nutmeg, salt, and black pepper. I am terribly worried. Soon we will find out whose burger is better.
And now we'll add salad, onions, champignons, sweet and sour sauce, chili, 2 slices of cheese, and a cutlet on a bun. And again, chili sauce, cheese, tomato, and salad, and a black bun.
Cut the bun in half. I'm not satisfied with it. Since Andres looks puffier, magnificent, and more beautiful, one hope is for chops and sauce. Now we make a burger. We flavor a bun with mustard and ketchup. Next, we put a leaf of salad, onions, pickled cucumber, a 2-story chop, cherry tomatoes, they're sweeter than usual. Pour everything with cheese sauce and put a bun. The demi-glace unfortunately didn't have time to freeze. Therefore my special effect with a flambéed burger, which I so dreamed about, did not work out. Burgers are ready. They look completely different, and the feeling is different. Now we're waiting for the reaction of the sun.
A bun from Dad and a filling from Mom. This will be the perfect burger.
So we will do it. The chic black bun from Andre is shaken by mustard and ketchup. Then the salad, onions, cucumbers, chops with cheese, cherry, cheese sauce. You can also use a layer of tomatoes and a bun. For my luck, we still managed to effectively serve the perfect burger with demi-glace sauce. The sauce, rich in umami, emphasized the bright and rich taste of the burger. That's all for today. Bon appetit and to delicious meetings. Bye for now.